Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lily and I'm the blogger behind beautywithlily.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am going to be sharing my everyday makeup look, which is this right here. It's an easy, no fuss makeup look that takes about 20 minutes, maybe faster. If you're quicker than I am, I like to take my time. But I hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much for sticking around. I know I haven't been around these parts here lately, but I hope to be back more frequently. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, so I've already done all of my skincare routine, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into priming. I have a whole little routine on how I prime because I have pretty oily skin, so I have to make sure that I don't get super oily throughout the day. So first I'm gonna go in with this Murad Oil Control Mattifier. It has SPF, and this is just like the little small size. They do have a bigger size, but I find that this one lasts me a long time because I don't use it all over my face. I just use it on my forehead and my nose, kind of like my T-zone area. Those are the areas where I am the most oiliest for sure. When summertime rolls around, I do add some to my chin as well because that gets oily. And then I go ahead and go in with Dr. Brandt's Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer. This is such a good primer if you have large pores and you want to kind of diminish the look of them. It does such a good job. And I just kind of pat this in to the areas where I have the biggest problem with pores, which is usually just right in here. Let me zoom you guys in just a little bit more. Okay, now you guys are all up in my face, but I just go in right there into my little areas where I have large pores, and I do go ahead and drag it down to my smile lines because it does help fill in those areas as well. When I didn't have bangs, I would also apply some right up in here in my forehead because I have like some pores there too, but I don't really kind of mess with it anymore. And then I go in with another mattifying primer. This is the Makeup Forever Base Mattifying Primer. I go in just on my nose every now and then if I know that I'm going to be wearing makeup for a really long time, then I will go ahead and put it on my forehead as well. And this is my everyday makeup look, like if I'm wearing makeup. I don't wear makeup every day. Thankfully, I work from home, so if I don't have to wear makeup, I won't. But if I have to wear makeup and if I'm going to go run some errands or do something for work, then I will. This is the makeup look that I will kind of go back to. And then lastly, I go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and this just goes all over my face. So refreshing, and it does help with the longevity of my makeup application. It also helps a lot with like the because I wear glasses, with the like little mark that wearing glasses leaves behind sometimes. It helps with that as well. So now that we have all that, I kind of just let those sink in for a little bit. If I have a large blemishes, then I will go in and spot conceal them. I don't have anything that I feel like my foundation isn't going to cover, so I'm just going to go in straight to my foundation, which my everyday foundation is the Superstay Full Coverage Foundation from Maybelline. I love this stuff. Very, very comparable to the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. It's definitely full coverage. It has a perfect, I'm sorry if you can hear that, my washing machine is really loud, but what was I saying? full coverage, and it has a really nice matte look that isn't too overly matte, but it still does the job. I find that it holds up really well on my oily skin. So I'm just going in with it with a sponge from Real Techniques. And as you can see, that is the coverage that it's giving me with just that one application right there. Most of these blemishes that I have on this side of my face are starting to heal. And as you can tell, I have a lot of freckles. So this foundation does a good job at concealing them. Although I really am, I'm a fan of my freckles. I do like them. But it's hard, I mean, to not conceal them when you're trying to conceal other imperfections on your face, especially with a full coverage foundation. Now, I don't think I mentioned this, but I do wear the shade 112 Natural Ivory. I do like to mix the shades 110 and 112. I feel like I get a better color match with mixing those two. But 112 works just fine on its own. I just like to mix them to get a better color match. And I'm having a hard time speaking today. It's been a while since I have filmed for YouTube, and I know that I come on here and I say, oh, I'm gonna get back into the swing of things, and this time I really hope to get back into the swing of things. I mean, I'm not gonna make any promises, but I truly miss filming, and since I have time on my hands and I work from home, it is easier. So I hope I can dedicate at least a day or like half of a day to just filming during the week. Okay, now that I have blended all of that in, I will go in with concealer. As you can see, I don't ever go in with foundation like right in here under my eyes, just because I color correct and I wear concealer, so I don't want there to be too much cakiness under there. Now, if you're one of the lucky ones that doesn't need color correcting and a ton of concealer, then you can probably go ahead and do foundation under your eyes. So for color corrector, I have been using this for years. I want to say maybe 2 years now, and I've tried many color correctors, and this one from Tarte, this is their CC Under Eye Corrector in the shade Light Medium, is the only one that I have found that really helps correct the, like, it doesn't look on camera as like bluish purplish as it does in person, so this does a really good job of doing that. And it helps with me not having to wear as much concealer, because concealer only does so much. Yes, it's like amazing and everything, but when you have color discoloration like this, that's whenever a color corrector is essential. And I actually do have a blog post that I'll link down below that talks all about color correcting, how to do it, what color correctors you need for your color discoloration problems. So I'll link it below, but if it's something that you guys would like a video on, I could definitely do it and just kind of talk about it. But as you can see, there's like a big difference already, like huge difference, and I try to really kind of focus. I like lost my train of thought. Focus on the inner corners of my eyes, because that's where like the most darkness is. So there's that. That looks so much better already. And now for concealer, I go between the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Sand, or the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. So I wear whichever. I think today I'm going to go for the e.l.f. one. It's very comparable to Tarte's Shape Tape. I would say that this one is a much more drier formula. It dries super fast, so you do have to kind of work and blend rather quickly when working with this. And I do use it as an eye primer in a sense, even though I don't wear eyeshadow on a daily basis. As you can see, there's quite a bit of a difference once there's concealer and then just the color corrector. This shade is pretty close to my like natural skin tone, so it doesn't do a whole lot of brightening like the Tarte Shape Tape does, but it's okay for an everyday makeup look. I'm not looking to do a whole lot of brightening, contouring, and all that good stuff. Somebody did ask for me to do like a easy kind of glam makeup look, so I do plan on doing one of those. Whatever's left on my sponge, I just kind of drag and blend into like my chin area, which is one of my problem areas. If I see that I need to conceal just a tad bit more, like right in here, then I will go ahead and do that. So this is a really good concealer for $5. Like, you really can't go wrong with it. Okay, so usually at this time I would go in and fill in my brows, but I did recently get them microbladed, so I don't have to go in with them just yet, like fill in and do any kind of touching up or anything just yet. They're still in the healing process. I am about 2 weeks out on my last touch-up, so I went in twice, and my last touch-up was the last time for me to go. I won't have to go back for like another year or so, and they're healing very, very well. So I'm just gonna make sure that I don't have any foundation or anything on them. Just kind of give them a little brush through. But once I do have to fill them in, I will obviously go in there and do like slight little touch-ups. It's not going to take me but like seconds because they're already done the way I like them. So there's that. And then I'm going to go ahead and powder. I've been using this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder. It's really nice. I do like it. It gives, I would say, a decent amount of extra coverage if you need it. But it does good as just a setting powder too. And I have the shade Light. I don't know if they had a translucent or not, and if they did, they didn't have it in stock. Just go in with like a big fluffy kabuki brush for my cheeks and my chin area. For my nose, and forehead, I do like to kind of powder a little bit extra with a different brush. Which is this one from e.l.f. This is it's a powder brush. It's really good, and I probably need another one. I've had this one for years. Wash it and it does such a good, ooh, I got powder everywhere. I wash it and it's holding up pretty well, but I think it's only like $3 or something, and this one's kind of starting to lose its shape just a tad bit. So in my forehead area, I do like to kind of concentrate just a tad bit more powder versus just going in with a kabuki brush, because that is an oily area of mine. Same for my nose and the inner parts of my cheeks. I'll also go in with a small eyeshadow brush and set that concealer. I will link all of the products that I use in the blog post that goes along with this video, so it will be down below. Okay, so now for bronzer. I have been using, I switch it up. I don't use the same bronzer every single day, but for the most part, I keep the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, the medium one, medium deep, handy. That's the one that's kind of my go-to because it's such a flattering shade for my skin tone, and I don't do like anything crazy as far as bronzing goes. I just kind of add just a little bit of depth and definition to my face, so I don't do any like contouring or anything like that. Just a little bit of a bronze just to add some color back into my skin. Do like to go in a little bit on my nose and give it a little bit of a definition because I do have a slightly bigger nose. And then you can obviously go into your forehead. My bangs cover that up, but I guess it's just kind of habit. So now that we've had like powder and everything applied, I like to go in one more time with the Smashbox primer. I like that it just kind of sets in all of those powders and it doesn't look as powdery as it would if you wouldn't spray it. But I mean, it's not a must. If you have it, why not? You could also go in with setting spray if you have some. I usually do go in with the setting spray, the Urban Decay All Nighter is what I usually go for during the summertime because, like I said, my skin is so oily. So now that we've got, oh, I forgot blush. Blush is a powder, but that's okay. Usually my go-tos for like an everyday makeup look are the Tarte Celebrated 12-hour blush. It's like a really pretty matte neutral shade. Now if I just want to skip the highlighter, don't want to fuss with it, that's what I go for. Now if I want just a little bit of a sheen to my cheeks and not have to worry about applying eyeshadow highlighter, then I go in with the Milani Luminoso blush. I think today we're gonna go for the Tarte Celebrated. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go for Celebrated. It's a really pretty color that goes with just about every skin tone and goes with any eyeshadow look, whatever you're wearing. It's just really pretty and it lasts all day. So okay, so now for highlight. Like I said, this is not something that I do every single day. If I'm feeling like I want to be a little extra and I'm not wearing Luminoso, then I go ahead and go in with a highlighter. This one's from Pixie by Petra, and this is a Delicate Dew Duo. I have been loving this. I usually mix the two or just go in with this one right here. So like I said, I mean, if you're already wearing like a kind of if you're already wearing a blush that has a slight sheen to it and you don't want to go to this extra step, you definitely don't have to. But it does give like a nice little pick-me-up, a nice little glow, since this foundation is pretty matte. And then once that's on, I go in with my damp sponge and just kind of go over it, blend it in with the blush. Okay, so there's that. Moving on to my lashes. I skip out on eyeliner, I skip out on all of that, skip out on eyeshadow. I just don't want to fuss with all of that when I just need to go run to the grocery store, or maybe I have a meeting with a client that's only going to take me a few minutes, or I have to run errands, or whatever the case may be. I just don't want to have to fuss with all of that. So I will just curl my lashes and I will go in with my mascaras. And this is the Tarte eyelash curler. It's so good if you need a good one. I think this one's like 20 bucks. And it usually always comes, and not this one exact, because this one I got it was like a limited edition one. And then I think it comes with like a little sample size mascara. Okay, so I have curled my lashes, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my mascara off camera because it kind of takes a while. And it's a little boring to watch. So I will do that and I will hop back on and show you guys what mascara I used. Okay, so I finished doing my mascara and I wanted to go ahead and share which ones I used. I am a huge fan of the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. I don't know if maybe I got a bad batch, or this was a backup that I had in my drawer for a while, so maybe it was older. I don't know. I just don't feel like it goes on my lashes as good as it used to. My lashes used to look amazing with this mascara. It would just give them so much definition and so much volume. So I don't know if that's what it is, or maybe the fact that I had a lash lift and maybe like the product they use might have just not done so well with this mascara. I have no idea, but I just feel like it's not the same. Something isn't the same as what they used to look like. So I do still love it. I did purchase 2 different mascaras that I want to try after I finish this tube. Once I try those, I'll get an idea of whether or not I like them or not, and then I'll repurchase this one just because I know that I've loved it for so long. For my lower lashes, I don't use this one because the wand is like super skinny, and I don't know, it's like super skinny but not perfect for lower lashes. It's a little messy for lower lashes, so I don't use it for them. Instead I use the Pacifica Dream Big Mascara, which is a good mascara. I do like it. I used to love it back probably a year or 2 ago. It was really good, and I don't know, like I said, I guess maybe my likes have just kind of changed, my lashes have changed, I don't know. But I use this one for my lower lashes, and I don't think that I'll be repurchasing it once I finish this one, at least not anytime soon. So that is what I use for my lashes. And then now to find what to wear on my lips. So I usually just go for a gloss or something super easy, simple, that I can easily reapply while I'm on the go. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab 3 different lip glosses that I just purchased, and they came in the mail. It's from a brand that I already know and love, so they're just different colors. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and fixed my hair up a little bit. I just got a trim, so I love when my hair is nice and curled from my hairdresser. She does such a good job, and I can't ever get my curls to look good like when she does my hair, so gotta take advantage. So okay, the lip glosses that I'm going to, one of the colors that I'm gonna wear are these Buxom Full On Plumping Lip Creams. I love these so much. I love the shade, oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of it, and it's in my purse. I can't think of the name. I'll think about it and I'll write it in the description box, but it's one of my go-tos. I love it. But I wanted to pick up 3 more shades while they were on sale for Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. They were half off, so I definitely had to scoop them up. I picked up the shade Hot Toddy, which is like a neutral nude. kind of like a warmish nude, Rose Julep, which is a really pretty kind of berry rosy color, and then White Russian, which is like a huge, everybody knows about it, it's a pinky nude. White Russian, I think White Russian, either White Russian or Dolly were my first ever Buxom lip plumping lip creams. I want to say it was White Russian. So I've had White Russian before. It's a perfect, it doesn't work so well on me just on its own, but it's a perfect lip top, like a topper lip gloss. So if you have like a matte shade that you're kind of want to gloss up or something, that's a perfect go-to for that. But I think today I'm going to go for Rose Julep. I love these, you guys. They are minty, so if you're not a fan of minty glosses, then you may not like these. And I wouldn't say they sting a whole lot, so I mean, I like them. These aren't sticky either, which we can all appreciate. So you can kind of start feeling the little plumping action, which I don't feel like they're like super plumping. Any gloss is going to kind of give you a powderier look than a matte shade would, but they do kind of have like that minty tingling sensation. I don't mind it. Some people don't like it at all, but that's this shade Rose Julep. So super pretty. Definitely recommend them if you're into glosses. The only thing I don't like about a gloss is that your hair gets stuck to them, and then we live in West Texas where it's super windy most of the time. So that's the only thing I don't like about a gloss, but right now I am so into glossy lips. I'm kind of tired of matte lips, so these have been my go-to. I love them. So next time they're on sale, I'm definitely going to stock up in some more shades, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this easy go-to makeup look. It usually takes me about 20 minutes. Today, obviously, I had to talk through it and all that stuff, so it was a little bit longer. But yeah, usually 20 minutes and I'm done. I just like easy, no fuss makeup looks, and I think this is perfect for that. I will come back soon and share like an easy glam makeup look, so something that you can wear on an everyday basis. It's not over the top, but still takes a little bit more effort. So yeah, I hope you guys loved this, and if you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you here, and I definitely hope to be around for a little bit longer and more frequently too. So thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.